Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have today a Mazda CX-5. This is the 2.2 diesel SE-L Nav Plus model. Okay, and I'll explain what the Plus gets you a little bit later. Now, a little bit of history on the car, a bit of background. The car was sold new by ourselves here at the Orpington site. To a gentleman who's probably had, I don't know, about half a dozen cars every sort of 2 years. He likes to change his cars every sort of 2.5 years. Very nice gentleman, and he's looked after it very, very well. And he picked up his new car yesterday. So we just had this cleaned, ready for its video, which I'm doing now, of course, and the photographs. I've taken extensive photographs of the car to show you really the condition of it and obviously the specification, and I must say it is lovely. We're always quite excited about the previous keeper part exchanging cars because they're always in very, very lovely condition. Now, if I just walk you round, and hopefully you'll be able to see this. Look, there's no nasty scratches on the boot area. I'll show you in the boot actually. You've got the boot area there, and he always opts for a spare wheel, so there's a spare wheel in here as well. So you've got the spare wheel jack. That's like a £350 accessory, because of course modern cars these days don't tend to have spares. And whilst they're in the boot, you've got these little levers here, which will help fold the seats. Now that is, I think, technically a ski hatch. To me, that's a DIY hatch, and you can fold the rest of the seats down like so, and they go pretty much flat, which is very, very handy. Okay, so enough room to sleep in there, and they just pop up like so. Whilst we're in here, just point out you've got the centre armrest with USB charging ports. Okay, not for data but for charging. Back seats don't look very used at all. There's no scuffings. It's all very nice. Roof linings unmarked. Whilst we are over here, I just want to point out the opening of the rear doors. Mazda put a lot of they put a lot of time and effort into the design of this vehicle to make it as easy as possible for like young families or people with elderly parents to get in and out of the cars. This is an improvement over the previous car, and this rear door almost opens at a right angle. So if you do have small children, for example, like myself, it would be very easy to put them into their child seats. And of course there are the ISOFIX anchorages, as you'd expect. Okay, so the access to this car is extremely good. Right, so let me take you around the other side. All the wheels are unmarked. Okay, all in excellent condition. The car's done under 12,000 miles, so and it really, I mean, it looks like it's done even less than that. It's very, very, very lovely. Okay, right, now I mentioned earlier this is the Plus model. Now the Plus models have some features on them that come as standard that were an option before on previous models, and I think they're really important. Let me take you into the car and I can run you through them. Now, before we step in, you've got all your electric windows, auto folding wing mirrors here. Okay, so choose left and right and toggle. They're also heated. Okay, you've got a height adjustable seat. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the car up so I can demonstrate these features and benefits. The car has 2 keys. This is the original tag, I think, probably from when it was new, with the key number. So when the key's on you, in the car, on your person, in your bag, foot on the clutch, this lights up green, fires into life, get some cooling. It's actually, I think it feels like the first day of summer today. there we are, look, 11,761 miles. And if you want to get an idea of fuel consumption, this gentleman has got 50.7 mpg, which is excellent. Okay, so very good fuel consumption, and I know the gentleman fairly well. He does that's not all long runs. He's no longer a commuter, he's a retired gentleman, so that's sort of a bit of both, but mostly short journey, so really good on fuel. If you do a lot of mileage, it's certainly a good car to have, an excellent car to have in fact. And also it's a Euro 6 car, so don't worry about ULEZ or anything like that. It's absolutely fine. Right, now the car has, this is a part of the Plus package. I don't know if you can see this, like shadowed out bits there. Now that's blind spot monitoring, right? So you've got them in both wing mirrors. So if someone was to overtake you or undertake you, a little light and a bleep, you get a light and a bleep just to say, be careful, someone's coming on your inside or your outside, so you don't pull out, put yourself in danger. Okay, so you got that. You also get lane departure warning. Now you can turn it off with a quick key here, okay, in case it's annoying you. But if you were to veer out of a lane on the motorway, dual carriageway, you know, out of your white lines without indicating, so the car thinks you haven't intended to do that, it will warn you by a bleep, a rumble in the steering wheel. You can set the alerts, what alert type you want. So that's an excellent feature. Okay, you put your full beams on and you'll get full beam, and then if someone comes the other way, it will dip your lights, so it will do that. Now this was a part of something called the safety pack on earlier cars, but it was standard on these. So if you're looking at these and they're not a Plus model, it wouldn't be fair to compare this to a non-Plus car, because you really do get a lot of features which have incredible benefits, because anything safety related, I think, you know, is imperative really. Now previous owner did actually spec up a rear camera. That's also not standard, so he had a rear camera installed, so it's a colour rear camera, and the car has rear parking sensors as well as front parking sensors. Okay, you've got climate control air conditioning, and it blows ice cold. 6-speed gearbox. Okay, the other Plus feature, you've got radar cruise control, so active cruise control. A way to know whether a car's got this or not, on the Mazda sign on the front grille, if it's hollow, it won't have it. If it's sort of filled out, that's where the radar is. So that's how you know it's a Plus model. So you set your cruise control and it will track the car in front. And if that car in front slows down, for example, you will slow down accordingly. And when that car speeds up, it will go to your set speed. So it's excellent, especially for UK roads. Okay, so you've got that there. You've got automatic wipers, automatic lights. The lights are excellent. Okay. You've got an engine intelligent stop-start system where when the car's at its ready status, yeah, so that's when battery's fully charged, air conditioning isn't on, you haven't got all your lights on, etc., the car's engine will switch off and then restart as you go to pull away. All right, you've got up, down, in and out on the steering column, so I'm sure anyone could get comfy in this car. Certainly had no complaints. Okay, and you can upgrade this system here that I'm showing you to have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is something now you have standard on our cars, but you'll get a couple of other apps here, and then you can mirror your phone onto here. Then you can take advantage of the apps like Google Maps, Waze, and I think WhatsApp and Spotify, etc. Okay, you've got a DAB radio as well as FM and AM, which is fantastic, because I never thought DAB would take off as well as it has, but it has, and it's here to stay. And I know a lot of FM channels are switching over to DAB. They're turning off their FM channels. Give you an idea of all the channels here. Look, I mean, there's, I don't know, you could spend all day going through all these, but I'm sure there's something for everyone. My favourite is Lbc Radio, and I love DAB because you can actually listen to LBC anywhere in the country when I'm on a road trip, so real benefit there for me. Communication, once you pair your phone up via Bluetooth, you'll get your call lists, contact diary, receive calls, etc. If you've got an Android phone, it will also read your text messages to you. Okay, and you've got a very comprehensive sat nav in the car where you can search by postcode. Okay, you can also search by town, street name, etc., because we don't always have a postcode. And you can choose long route, short route, quickest route, avoid motorways, etc. And also, if you're en route and you need a point of interest, which they have various categories for, if you're always hungry like me, you can have a look around this area at the eateries, and fortunately we can now eat in, so yeah, something for everyone, I think. Okay, now on your settings page, the car has a lot of safety settings, which we've gone through, most of them anyway, display settings and convenience settings. So you can turn this display off, turn it off, show clock, etc. Safety, so you've got distance recognition support system, smart city brake support, so there's a camera up here if you've got too close to the car in front, with no driver input, so you're not accelerating, braking, turning. The car would brake. Now that's really great, and even if you don't need it, the great thing is it will save you money, because insurance companies consider that in their premiums, and they understand and they appreciate that a lot of accidents happen at very low speed. So if the car safety feature prevents that, it will lower your insurance. Blind spot monitoring we touched on. Lane keep assist, forgot about that. It's also got lane keep assist, so when you're driving down the motorway, for example, and you're in between between the lines, yeah, the car's tracking those lines, and if you were to start veering out of a lane, it would actually move the steering wheel ever so slightly to keep you in that lane. It will actually correct you twice if you let your hands off the steering wheel. Please, I'm not promoting that. So yeah, that's a really handy thing to have. And you've got parking sensors. Okay. Sound, stereo's excellent. This isn't the Bose stereo, but it's still excellent. Clock is GPS synced, so you never have to do that. You've got rain sensing wipers, door locks, auto relock if you don't get in the car after opening it. This is a nice feature. You've got adaptive front lights, by the way, so they turn as you turn. They're LED, they're amazing. Make you feel like you've got a new set of eyes when you drive at night. You can set coming home lights, leaving home lights, so the lights will stay on for a period of time, just so you've got enough time to get in the front door, etc. Now, video's getting on for 14 minutes now, so I don't want to go on too much. Just to recap, this is a one owner car, 11,761 miles. If there's any more specific photos, videos you would like, please don't hesitate to ask. It will come with a year's warranty, Mazda extended warranty. I believe this was just serviced, but I'll check. If it hasn't, it will be done, but I believe it was done only a couple of weeks ago. If there's any questions whatsoever, give us a shout. And also, please do inquire outside normal business hours, because we appreciate you're probably looking at cars outside normal business hours, and if you require info, you know, give us a shout. Try phoning, leave a message if you don't get through, send an email or live chat, and you may be surprised, we might come back to you very, very quickly. Also, if you have a look on our website, you'll see we will also retail other used cars, other Mazdas, other than Mazda or Suzuki. So you know, if you do have a non-Mazda Suzuki car, don't think you won't get the best price. You may be surprised, because we do retail these cars. Yes, I say we're here to help. So home delivery, you know, home test drive. We got finance facilities to suit all. Okay, just give us a shout. So I just want to say thanks for watching the video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.